What's going on, everybody? DC Wrestling back at it again with another video. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Speaking of Friday, I want to take this time and opportunity to say RIP to DeBo from Friday. He passed away. I believe he passed away due to natural causes. They found him dead in his home. And I believe he died at like 68, I believe it is. You can correct me in the comment section, but rest in peace to DeBo. One of my favorite characters in the Friday series. Friday, being one of my favorite comedy movies with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. If you haven't seen that movie, you gotta see it. That movie is so funny. That movie is just enjoyable to watch from start to finish. Who would have thought that two guys just hanging out for a majority of the film on their porch is one of my favorite comedy movies to this day. That's crazy. But hey, Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, they made it work. Now the sequels, they were good, but they wasn't like the original series. The original first film. But moving on from that, the reason why I'm making this video today is because this past week was a very big, well, in a lot of people's eyes, and I can even say it was a big week in professional wrestling. Because this week we saw a world champion appear on another wrestling show, and I am talking about Kenny Omega and, the AEW world champion Kenny Omega. Last week he defeated Jon Moxley at Winter is Coming and turned heel in the process. Obviously, Don Callis, who was with Omega. He was there when Omega won the finals of the title elimination tournament, and he was there when Winter's Coming, and we all saw how that happened. And so Don Callis and Omega went to Impact. Josh Matthews did an interview with them on Impact, which is why I'm making this video to give my thoughts on it. And basically, Don Callis pretty much talked about in this promo, and they sort of did the same kind of promo on Wednesday, where Don Callis was explaining how he knew Kenny Omega. He knew Kenny Omega for years, down in Canada, and how he put together Omega versus Jericho. Because if you guys know behind the scenes, Don Callis was one of the main reasons to why Jericho versus Kenny happened. And because Jericho and Kenny happened at Wrestle Kingdom 12 in the semi-main event of the Tokyo Dome for the IWGP United States Championship, Tony Khan and Don Callis said in the interview that because of that match, AEW existed because of that match. If that match did not happen, AEW did not exist. So All In wasn't, because some people, in a lot of people's opinion, they believe All In was the origin of AEW, especially with, Cody and the Young Bucks, being able to, sell 10,000 seats. And they could if we could do that just for one show, I wonder what we could do that in a TV, like a TV deal. You know what I mean? So, because that's what I thought. That's what I thought AEW, the existence really started to pop in. Because All In, and then they left Ring of Honor, Cody and the Elite. But Don Callis was like, this match would not have existed if AEW wouldn't have existed if this match didn't take place. And pretty much just talked about how, Kenny Omega, he's here to make history, how he's the best bout machine. And yeah. Oh, and I thought what was really funny touching the interview with Josh Matthews is how they were taking Mox's nameplate was still on the thing. And Kenny was telling Matthews, hey, Ambrose, right? He didn't even call him by his Moxley. He called him by Ambrose. Tough Enough Season 1. Here you go, you can have it. Basically took the nameplate, gave it to Matthews, even though he just threw it on the ground. But Omega and Don Callis, went on AEW. They said they were gonna go on an AEW Dynamite, and they were gonna make another big announcement, which was pretty much the same promo as, like they did on Impact. But this was really good. I thought this was a good promo from Omega. I thought this was a good promo from Don Callis. I think having Don Callis be the manager of Kenny Omega, simply because he knows Kenny Omega inside the ring and outside the ring, I think that could be a really good addition. I feel like that the cleaner is back. You know, you can even see it in his haircut with the way Kenny Omega's attitude is. You can see that the cleaner is back. It was a really good segment, and you know, overall, in my opinion, Impact, because I watched Impact, I watched the whole show, you know, just to see, okay, well, let's see these wrestlers, and it was a decent show. It's crazy because their pay-per-view Final Revolution is tomorrow night, and this was their go-home show, and their go-home show, in my opinion, was like not that, it was okay, but it didn't feel like a go-home show. It felt like what a regular episode would be, per se. So, yeah, yeah. What else happened? Well, none really else much happened. Like I said, man, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but this was a great promo, and I loved what they did, and I'm really, you know, curious to see, you know, what they do next. I feel like, you know, Kenny was pretty much saying how he used to be a collector as a child, so basically Kenny is gonna not only clean up the Impact division, but he wants to collect. You know, he most likely wants to collect the Impact World Championship. He wants to collect all, you know, the NWA Championship. Just go to all these different companies. He wants to go to the Tokyo Dome and take the world title. You know, who knows? Maybe by the time he gets there, his best friend Kota Ibushi will be champion. And trust me, if you are a fan of the Golden Lovers, trust me, I know you want to see that match, even though they faced each other many, many years ago. And they faced each other in the finals. Well, it wasn't the finals, but they faced each other in the G1 about maybe 1 or 2 years ago. But yeah, man. You know, like I said, you know, Kenny, he wants the gold, man. He just doesn't want the AW World Title. He wants the gold all around the world. And you know, he was like, since I'm the AW World Champion, let's just have some fun. So yeah. Also, what I thought was pretty funny, I know some people were a little, you know, they weren't really happy with how it was. So basically, Tony Khan and Tony Schiavone did this like ad on Impact Wrestling. It was low key kind of funny, you know, seeing them promote AEW Dynamite, even though half of Impact probably watches AEW, but you know, getting that newer fanship up, and yeah. That was pretty good. I will say, and you know, like I said, I don't want to make this video go over 10 minutes, but I will say this. I thought the Sting promo this past week on AEW Dynamite was really good. I thought Sting just, you know, cutting a really good promo. Sting being the icon, the legend that he is, and just seeing him and Tony Schiavone embrace. I saw this one comment on YouTube, and I believe it's absolutely true. Sting to Tony Schiavone is what Austin was to JR, and I absolutely believe that is true. Also, what happened on the show, we saw on AEW Dynamite a appearance from the big man himself, Shaq. Brandy kind of came off as a heel in that segment with Shaq. Shaq was talking about how he didn't mean no harm and everything, and Brandy throws water on him, and now Shaq is a meme now. Poor Shaq. Not only does he get, he just can't catch a break, man. The disrespect to Shaq. No wonder Jay did what she did on Shaq. Not Shaq, but Brandy. And even Cody with that little promo with Sting, he came off a little bit heel. I'm telling you, man, Cody and Brandy, they're gonna turn heel. And as for Brandy, it's like one week she's a face, and then the other week she's a heel, and it's like, baby girl, man, pick. You gotta pick a side. Like, what side are you on, man? Anyways, y'all, so this is your boy DC Wrestling. Like I said, man, these were my thoughts on the Don Callis and Kenny Omega segment on Impact Wrestling. Yeah, I will see you guys later.